Hello. Well, I was a bit of an idiot the other day and I managed to dent my truck. It had some old-fashioned chrome towing windows on it, and I managed to catch them on a gate, and unfortunately it's dented the hell out of poor old Jolene here. So what I was going to do was try a glue puller to just pull these big dents out, just to make it look a little bit more respectable when I put a new mirror back on it. So I had a look at these puller kits that you can buy for $50, $60, $70 on eBay, and really they're just little plastic tabs with a glue gun. So just to give it a try first, what I thought I'd do is buy some glue in the glue gun for just, $10, and try using some corks instead of the plastic puller tabs they have, to see how that goes, because we're moving soon. I don't really have the time to hang around waiting for postage for a week or so for the kit to turn up, so I might give this a try and see how it goes. So let's see. Let's this video be a little bit of a warts and all one. I'll glue some of these corks on and see if it's enough just to basically pull out that big dent there, and probably the smaller one down there, and then I'll worry about the creases and things later on. So I've given the area a little bit of a clean down. You could use just methylated spirits or isopropyl alcohol, whatever you got. Glue gun's nice and hot. The panel's already fairly hot because of the sun. And then I'm just going to glue a couple of these champagne corks onto the dent, giving them a little bit of a twist as I put them on to seat them as well as possible. And just a bit of hot glue. Make sure you've warmed your glue gun up properly, otherwise if you're having to force it, it ain't hot enough. As I said before, this is just me giving it a go to see how it goes. I've seen other people use dowel with a couple of screws screwed into the side instead of using the proper plastic pullers. That might be the next try if these corks aren't effective. But what I'm hoping is that rather than a couple of screws in the side of a piece of dowel to give you something to hang on to, champagne corks, much like the male anatomy, come with a bit of a head on them, so it stops your hand from slipping off. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so I'll leave those to harden up over the next 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll have a bit of a pull on them and see if it does anything to the dent. So I've given this a good 10 minutes to go off. So let's just have a quick test and see how well these are stuck on. This is the moment of truth. Oh yeah, that's pretty on there. That one a bit less so. It'll be interesting to see how it goes on this old steel. You can see that's moving a little bit, but again, this is a 1976 Ford F350, so the steel, it's not like the modern cars where the steel's a lot thinner. Well, I think it is anyway. You'd think it was. So anyway, I'm going to put the camera down and then we'll give a proper yank on this and see if the dents pull out. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I'll start on this top one up the top here and give it a good pull and see if I might hang on both of them. No, that one didn't do a lot. No. Quite well on there though. No. That might be a bit of a fail, I'm afraid. The glue isn't adhering to the cork as well as I'd hoped it would. It certainly adhered to the body of the car. It's nice that it actually peels off all right, but yeah, as we can see, it hasn't really penetrated into the cork at all. Alright, well I might compare it to a piece of dowel then, see if that's any better, but I'll just try these bottom ones. Oh, that worked better. You can see where the cork's actually, it's taken some of the cork off. I said the good news is it comes off quite well, but sadly the cork idea hasn't been quite as good as I had hoped. So maybe we'll go and try some try dowel, which I've seen people have had some success. So alright, I might go and shorten the broomstick handle a little bit and see if this give it another go and see if it works. You can definitely see it moving, but this fits in here. I mean, this steel is pretty thick. So looking at the holes from the mirror, it really was, yeah, 1/16 of an inch, certainly like 1.5 mm thick. So it's actually pretty thick steel. So it might be a bit much to actually try and pull it out with a dent. We might have to rely on getting in behind it and pushing it out, but I'll give it one more go, and once we get some reasonable adhesion, at least between the two surfaces, if that doesn't work, well, I don't think a commercial kit would do any better, unless the glue's better. But a lot of certainly the cheap kits I've seen, it's just the same, you know, hot glue stick sort of glue. It's maybe on some of the dearer ones that I've seen that have a black glue rather than a clear one that it's more useful. That being said, with the cork idea, I could always try it again with some epoxy, so some Araldite. That might at least have the advantage of, with the corks, that you can cut the cork off with just about a butter knife or something, and then soak it in isopropyl alcohol and get the glue off the panel. Obviously, in this case, because it's got rough paint on it, I'm not too concerned about that. All right, I'll try again. I'm back. I couldn't help myself. I glued a couple more corks on to try again, but I also made up a couple of dowels. You can see one's split. This is just a quick try, really, just to see how it goes. And put a couple of screws in them to give me something to grab hold of. As you can see, I put a fair bit more glue on the corks this time. Instead of last time where I sort of ran it around the edge, I put a great big dollop in the middle and then pushed it on. So, all right, let's see if this works any better. Tell from the road noise, I'm still in Sydney. Okay, let's see how we go. Oh yeah, that's really on there. Well, that one's come off, but these timber ones are really on there. And I'm starting to think that if this was lighter gauge steel, because I'm really pulling on this, and you can see the steel moving a little bit, but I'm just wondering, is it the thicker steel in these old trucks? The only way I'd know is obviously if I get an actual kit and give it a go. But again, I'm only going to buy a cheap one, so again, I'm not sure if I'm testing. Oh, hello. So that's quite good. So that's with the cork one, and that one's really glued on. So I'll just get the camera and show you this one. So you can see here, I've really put a good smash of glue on it, and this one is really on there. So, and you can see that it is actually moving out the steel. I think this one up here the steel's like I'm pressing on it with my finger, and it's really not moving very much. It might just be too hard, but here it's a bit softer down here, and let's see if I'll give this a good yank. And yeah, so anyway, guys, I really don't know. Maybe this isn't a I mean, I'll mark it down as a fail. It's not working very well, but I don't know so much as whether or not it's the corks that are the problem, or more just the fact that this steel's pretty strong, pretty thick for what it is. But you can see the glue's sticking to it well enough to get the job done, even on this quite orange peeled paint. So yeah, as you can see there. So yeah, so I'm not sure. I'll chalk it down as a fail because I didn't sort out what I wanted to do. But you might have more luck on a modern car. Maybe some corks and a glue gun, which you're likely to have lying around the house, might get you out of trouble. Or it might not. I'm not sure. But anyway, I thought it was interesting to give it a go. Thanks for watching.